Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Today's video is going to be phase 2, the Gold One Cairo Conquest that we are currently in. We're going to just show you guys the map and talk a little bit about what has happened since the end of phase 1. So without further ado, let's jump straight onto the map and have a look. Okay, as you can see on the screen right now, guys, I'm just on the map for the Conquest. I'm just going to talk to you guys about what has happened since the level 1 blockhouses have opened up. Now, as you can see on the screen right now, our collision followed by our allies and both of our allies have basically somewhat secured the center. Now, obviously, we still have a little bit to build and construct to fully submerge it in our land. However, I have no doubt in my mind that this will be done very, very quickly, ultimately completely securing the pyramid for us. Now, I'm not going to rule out and say that this is a complete victory because anything can happen. We still have 10 days left for this conquest, so I'm not going to jinx us by any means necessary. However, we have been very, very dominant since the level 1 blockhouses opened up. Now, I'm just going to try and explain everything that happened step by step. Just to try, get an image in your head of how it unfolded for us to get to the position that we're currently in. So, as you saw in the last video, we were fighting up here on this side of the map heavily. As you can see now, we have been able to conquer it due to our success on this side of the map. Now, jumping straight to the level 1 blockhouse, we immediately pushed as quick as we could up towards the level 2 blockhouse. Ultimately, we managed to get our bases and AGs to this hidden camp about here, which is where the fight initially started. We had our AGs fighting here. It's a very big battle. It was going on for a good few hours. S40, 4G, FWA, ICP, we all had our units here. It was a massive dogfight. It was going crazy for hours and hours until eventually S40 and ICP, we managed to break through their AGs and ultimately push them back quite significantly. Now, at this location here, we had managed to construct a CC, as you can see, server 40s right now. This was originally an ICP CC, and then server 40 built one behind, and ultimately this area here was kind of no man's land. It was kind of, they were burning us here like this, and we were burning them, and it just there wasn't being much progress made on this side of the map. However, 4G and FWA had tried to make a sneaky build down this way to try and support NSA and the other alliances down this end. However, we were able to send some units followed by Corp and ultimately stop them in their tracks. Now, we will go down to the bottom in a minute and briefly talk about Corp, but I want to just quickly say a massive thanks to Corp because they did indeed send some AGs. Although by the time their AGs arrived, the fight was practically over, but knowing that support was there, it's great to know when an ally is dedicated to supporting others. That was fantastic of them to send us some support. But ultimately, since the last update, we've just been fighting here. To be completely honest with you, ICP and server 40 have been fighting here. We basically secured the level 2 blockhouses pretty much instantly, which was awesome. And then because we had great success here and we knew that 4G and FWA were needing to push us, we utilized this opportunity to push heavily up this side of the map. As you can see, we broke straight through where they were blocking us last time, managed to capture the level 2 fort that 4G held before, and ultimately conquer both points now. Now, I do believe that 4G and FWA have become a little bit demotivated, and understandable. It is of course unfortunate to see, but if I was in their shoes, I would somewhat agree. They kind of cannot do anything at the moment, and it is unfortunate to see. They put up a fantastic fight before phase 2 began, but ultimately they just don't stand a match against us four, which is unfortunate to see, but they put up a great fight so far, so they shouldn't be too demotivated. It's been an awesome conquest. So if we quickly just divert our attention to the lower part of the map. Now, as we was fighting over here, we had VANG and Corp mainly pushing this level 1 blockhouse. Now, from what I witnessed, they heavily engaged GN and NSA at this blockhouse and instantly removed the threat. However, I did log on the next night. I went to bed, I logged back on, and I did see that NSA and GN had indeed built CCs at this blockhouse. The level 2 blockhouse, they had built CCs there, but ultimately by the time I got online from resting, those CCs were burning. So Corp and VANG had burnt the GN and NSA CCs that were ultimately rushed to place it. So what happened is NSA, GN built CCs here in an attempt to secure blockhouse and then build it back upon themselves. VANG and Corp ultimately cut that off, burnt all of the land that they had, and just basically secured this whole area. So at this moment in time, from this part of the map, basically they have the fort, but they're stuck in safe zone from this part, and then they are stuck behind the blockhouse up here as well. Now they have of course built heavily here to stop them pushing and, you know, losing their level 3 fort and stuff, but I ultimately think and know that we will penetrate through the blockage and most likely capture the other things eventually on. Now Corp and VANG basically dominated this side of the map, while S40 and ICP were dominating this part of the map. It was a very well calculated play. We dominated our half, they dominated their half, and ultimately it just crippled our enemies. They couldn't gather together as much as they most likely had hoped to, due to us hitting them so hard from the beginning. So very nice to see, of course, from our collision and our allies' collision working so well together. It is of course unfortunate that the fight basically did end after day 1 of the blockhouses being opened. However, anything is possible, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen at any point in time. Of course, we are still trying to completely construct the center, make sure that, you know, no CC attempts can be done, but ultimately I personally do not think that anything else will happen apart from, you know, a few more dogfights, shall we call them. Of course, we still have to maybe try and get the settlements. The rewards can be evenly distributed between the allies and stuff. I mean, I'm not an R4, so I don't know personally what the plan is. However, that's just what I potentially could see happening. So, you know, there could mean some more fighting there, which hopefully will be able, you know, for me to give you guys some more content now. I have been away from my setup for a little while, so I haven't been able to edit any shorts. However, I have got a bunch recorded, and I'm going to edit those for you, which will showcase the Server 48 ICP fighting along with Corp and VANG, and I will post them. So make sure to be on the lookout for some shorts on this channel if you guys do want to see some of the action that was missed. Now here is the final screen before we sign off. Ultimately, we are currently successful in this conquest. Anything is possible with 10 days remaining, but so far I think this one is a win. Let me know what you guys have thought about this conquest. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are so close to 200 subscribers, and it is greatly appreciated. Without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.